Hello Virgo, welcome to Three Crows Runes. My name is Jen. Let's do some rune readings. Today we are doing readings for November 2025. We are using the Phantomwise Tarot and the Elder Futhark on Amethyst. So let's get started with the card from the Phantomwise Tarot. And we have the Ace of Swords. So another sword. This is neat because we just had a sword, but this is the Ace of Swords. So you're beginning something that has to do with communicating ideas and with sharing truths. But this is something you're just beginning to start this month. This is something that, not that you weren't doing this before, but there's a specific thing that you're just beginning this month that has to do with that kind of energy. So let's get some runes down and get some clarity on this for Virgo. How does that want to be? Okay, beautiful. Yeah, okay, definitely. Dee. How are you in these rare times? I hope you're well. Okay. Your central issue this month, Virgo, is represented by Othala reversed. Othala is the rune of the home and the homeland. Reversed, I always start by reading it three ways: letting go of things that no longer serve you, stepping outside of your comfort zone, and finding a sense of home within. This is definitely what this month is going to be about for you. It's really turning inward and finding that sense of home and really in that this is about truths and your ideas, but also very much the truths for you. I really see this as, you're turning inward, you're reconnecting with these. And this is sort of like a new beginning for you. At the same time, you're letting go of things that aren't serving you. The things that don't adhere to this, things that don't resonate with this, you're letting go. And by doing this, it is a sort of a stepping outside of your comfort zone, but it's not so much because you're actually stepping more into a comfort zone. Maybe you'll miss some of the clutter that you had around you before that wasn't resonant, but even so, it's more about reconnecting with your truth. What led up to this? You were just galloping along before. You met this month at a gallop, but there is a sense of that you have recently really connected with spirit, whatever spirit is for you, and let spirit carry you. And that's why you are now really focused on let's bring through what the truths that are resonant to me, and let's bring through my ideas that incorporate that. And so maybe you were already moving quickly before, but the difference is recently you've been moving forward, but letting spirit carry you. And that connection and that cooperation has really led to this moment of this November, we're going to really look deep and find our inner home. And from that, rebuild what's around us and really begin this where we're going to really have a strong focus on what are our truths and what are our ideas and truths and that energy. What is going to help you this month? We have Fehu, which is the rune of wealth and worth. This is the worthy stuff. This is the stuff that you're going to surround yourself with. It's not necessarily money, it's cattle. So the cattle is the wealth that you tend. This is your movable wealth, but it's also the wealth that you tend. It's the stuff that, as long as you take care of it, will give your life meaning and richness and a sense of worth. So this is really what you're focusing on. And this is very much associated, once again, with your truths, and how to bring these forth and manifest them in the world, but also to live them. So to sort of make your whole life this. And so you're going deep and you're connecting with that, and then you're bringing it through. And the fact that these things are so worthy to you, this is just basically letting yourself shine with this worthiness, with this sense of worth, because you're taking care of this stuff now. You're looking around you and going, what around me resonates with this truth, and let me take care of that. Let me spend time with that. Let me give that focus, because that's what's going to help me the most as I'm doing this month. What isn't going to help is we have Gabo. Gabo's the rune of the gift. The gift is always an exchange. It's agreements, decisions, goals, and plans. It may be one-on-one interactions. In the lower line, I tend to read this as obligations. And so these are the things that you are looking to find that you're going to leave behind. These are the things that you're letting go of that don't serve you anymore. But some of those feel like obligations, or you're afraid that you're going to hit upon a couple of these and you're like, I did promise about this before, and I can't in good conscience let go of these, like dropping a hat. I have to this is something that I can't easily let go of. These were agreements that I had. So there may be a few things that there is going to be a bit of a struggle with, as far as it being, you feel obligated towards something that no longer resonates to your deepest truth, the deepest truth of your spirit or soul. And that can drag you down. That can be something that's like, I wanted this to be pristine and perfect. I wanted this to be pure. And yet there are things that I need to do that I am obligated to, or that I need in order to live, that I have to keep doing, because of that reason. But they don't resonate with this, and they don't give my life more. I mean, they let me live, and they connect me to things that are important to me, but they are not resonant with this. And that's where there is a bit of a problem. So I think what the runes are basically saying is that if that starts to be a problem, if that starts to drag you down, whether it's a worry or an actuality, to bring yourself back up to Fehu and say, is this a wealth that I need to tend? And if it is, then find the worth of it, because it's in your life. So there may be a worth to it and a reason to keep that cow. So what this will ultimately lead you to by the end of the month is a greater sense of independence and a greater sense of being able to support yourself and to be able to even protect yourself. We have Algiz reversed. Algiz is the rune of the elk or the moose, and this has to do with protection and support. It is reversed on the path line, which is inner. So this is your inner protection, your inner support, that you're standing up for yourself, and you feel much more independent in this, as far as you carrying these things forward as you move forward. So that, Virgo, is your reading for November 2025. I wish you all the best with this, and I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye.